Spring has finally arrived, and that means one thing. It's time to take the party outside. But before we can truly enjoy this space, we've got some serious deep cleaning to do. Winter left its mark, and today we're tackling everything. Pressure washing the patio, scrubbing down the pool, cleaning the barbecue pit, refreshing the windows, and adding a few touches to bring this space back to life. It's going to be messy, but it's satisfying and oh so worth it. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's transform this backyard into the ultimate spring retreat. Did you know that you're actually supposed to drain your pool every 4 years? Yeah, I know. It's one of those things that no one really talks about. But trust me, it makes a huge difference. Over time, all the chemicals, the minerals, whatever else that ends up in there, it starts to build up, and it makes it harder to keep the water clean and balanced. And let's be honest, no one wants to swim in that funky water. For us, the biggest issue is the ridiculous amount of calcium buildup that's on the waterline tile. It's been creeping up for a while now, but it's finally to the point that it's not coming off without some serious scrubbing. So while the pool is empty, we're going to be rolling up our sleeves, tackling that mess, using the pressure washer inside, and we're going to bring it back to life. It's going to be a job, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. So as you can see, Michael and I are taking down the table and the umbrella and things like that because we bought a drop cloth that we're going to put right here, and we're going to take all of the insides of our barbecue pit and we're going to stick it down on that drop cloth, and we are going to clean it the best that we can. This is a headache, and you're going to see we try different products to try to get this as clean as we possibly can. I will show you the different products that we use, what works, what doesn't work, and you're not ever going to be able to get it to look, nice and shiny and clean like it once was. The fire pit, I call it a fire pit. It's a grill, right? But anyways, the grill has been here for, I think this is our 4th year. And we do clean it every spring. We give it a deep clean, just as you're seeing us do here. We just couldn't remember what we used last year that got it so clean. So I bought some new product thinking, oh, this is really going to work. And no, it did not work. But anyways, I'm going to show you that. I'm taking everything out of it, and then we're going to give everything a very good clean. So the first product that we're spraying on here is the Goo Gone Grill and Grease. Pretty sure that's what that's called. Goo Gone Grill and Grease. And I saw it. It had great reviews, but it did not work for us. It would have taken a lot of scrubbing, and that's not what we were wanting to do, is a whole lot of scrubbing. But we were willing to go ahead and spray it, allow it to set, give it the dwell time that I'm always talking about. You want to, be sure you give the product dwell time before you start scrubbing. And we did a lot of scrubbing on it, and it still did not take care of, the amount that we thought that it should have. So we will use a second product here in a second, but we're going to go ahead and put this on and allow it to set, give it that dwell time. That way it can remove a lot of the stuff before you start actually scrubbing it. So right here on the concrete counter and also on the barbecue pit, I'm going to use Methods Degreaser. And again, you're going to spray it. You're going to give it some time to sit, give it a little bit of dwell time. That way the product starts to work for you. Then we're going to get in here and we're going to get all of this scrubbed. Again, this is by no means going to look perfect. You're still going to have a lot of dark in here. It's just not going to look perfect, but we are getting the majority of the stuff that flakes off. And grease, that can burn. It can actually catch on fire if you have too much grease in your grill. So we're getting all of that off, but it is by no means going to look pretty. Yes, the outside of it will look pretty because I will give that a good shine. The stainless steel, all that will look nice, but inside the barbecue pit, you're not going to get it to look perfect. You're really just wanting to clean it up so that, there's no burnt on, stuck on, or grease in there. You want to try and remove as much of that as you possibly can. Okay, so Michael's going to go ahead and pull out the refrigerator for me. That way I can clean the top of that counter. I'm going to clean the outside of the grill. And I just know that there's going to be a pool of water right underneath there. And I want to pull out that refrigerator so that way I can clean out from under there as well. As you can see, my sign has fallen down on the back fence. So Michael needs to go out there and put another little screw or something in there to hang that back up. We did have some major winds here last week. Yes, it's been a week now. We had some major winds, and it blew our chairs everywhere and things into the pool and all the things. It was a mess out here. So as you can see, I'm using an old Scrub Mommy to scrub this and give it a good clean. This is going to go right into the trash when I'm done. But it's perfect for a job like this. It's got the scrubby side on one side, and it's got the softer spongy type on the other side. And it gives all of this a really good clean. So I ran in and I got the Dawn Power Wash. That way I can clean this concrete just a little bit better than what the method degreaser was doing. And I have a soft brush here. This is one that I typically use on my front gate that comes into our courtyard, you know, so that I can brush it off. But I was looking for something soft. We ended up having to use something a little bit stronger, as you can see Michael doing. Okay, so here he is scrubbing those grates, and as you can see, it hardly did anything. So now we've rinsed those off, and now we're using the easy off, the one that you don't have to have heat. Okay, we're going to put that down on this, and this is what we used last year. Michael remembered that we had that underneath the cabinet, and this is the reason why we used it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this in half. That way the wind isn't drying it. Okay, so the majority of the water's out. We'll be able to step down in there. I'm going to go ahead and work on the water line just for a little bit tonight, just to see how well it would work if I use just vinegar in a bottle. And we'll see how that works on the water line. So when I'm deep cleaning something for the very first time, I always reach for the most gentle product before I start working my way up to something that's more harsh. I figured, you know, using some vinegar straight in that bottle. There's not any water in the bottle, so it's not diluted. And I'm spraying it liberally on the tiles. Then I'm going to take a little scrubby pad and I'm going to give it a good scrub. See how much of this that I can break up. When I see that that's not quite working, then we go ahead and we pull out one of those pumice stones. This one is meant for the pool. It's meant for pool tile. And we're rubbing each one of those tiles off. And as you can see, some of the grout is even white because it's built up on there so much. So as you can see, this is going to be a lot of work if we're going to use that pumice stone all over, you know, the tile all the way around. I don't think that that's going to be the answer for this. But I did continue to work on the areas that were a little more tough. And we are going to regroup, and tomorrow morning I'll come back out and use another product that I have. It is getting dark out here, so we need to finish taking all the stuff off of the patio because I want to get everything set up and ready for tomorrow. But first, I need to go ahead and give this refrigerator some attention. Unfortunately, we had some sort of a glass break in here, a glass bottle, so I'm getting that all cleaned up. And then I'll take out all the trays, things like that. I'll wash those, let those dry overnight before I put them back in here. And I'm going to go ahead and just give this a really good clean. Clean the outside, clean the inside, allow it to dry before we go and plug everything in. Then after that, we're going to take all the furniture off, like I said, and we're going to get everything ready so that way we can start pressure washing early in the morning. Okay, it's another morning. As you can see, I still have scale on the side of the pool. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to try one other product. Oh, and we'll see if we can get that off. This product, typically you would stick in the water and then you would raise the level of your water above your water line and allow that stuff to set, and it will help remove this. But actually that's more maintenance. So I'm going to try to remove this as much as I can, and then we'll begin maintaining this water line by putting the stuff in the water and bringing the water level up. So anyways, I figured that the pool guys would tell us, you know, that we're having an issue, and they didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of as much of it as I can, and then we will begin to maintain the calcium buildup on the side. So over on Instagram, we were having a discussion of different things that we pay for and what we're willing to pay for, you know, for our house to be taken care of. So like our solar panels, I'm not willing to get up there and clean the solar panels myself, get up on the roof and do that. And I don't want Michael to do it. So we pay for that. We also pay for the guy to come out and clean up all of Grace's mess because I don't want to do that. And I know Michael doesn't want to do that. And we also pay for a pool guy. And we're going to go ahead and cancel our service with the pool guys. So they do a great job, but I think that we're able to take care of it again. This is the first year that we've used it. The 2 or 3 years before that, we did it all ourselves. And we decided to take that money that we were using on the pool guys, which is about $350 a month, and invest that into a really good pool robot. And I'm going to show you that here in just a little bit. It is the coolest gadget that we have to date. Okay, so you guys know how much I love my robot for my floors. They mop, it does the whole thing. Love that. Well, this is just like that, but it's for inside the pool. And I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. Okay, so we've pulled out the Ryobi pressure washer, and we're going to start here in the pool. And I'm going to do the tiles first. We're going to work our way from the top to the bottom. We want to try to get as much of this off of the tile, the calcium off of the tile, as we possibly can. We've allowed that product to sit, give it a little bit of dwell time, but I didn't give it too much because this product, typically you don't put it straight on the tile. Like I said, you put it in the water and you allow it to set. So I don't want to put it there and then something happen, you know. So we're going to use the pressure washer and we're going to get the majority of this off. You also see me using the pumice stone to get a lot of it off. And it actually did a really good job. Now, again, we will be using that product that you put into the water. We'll be doing that to help maintain what we've done. And we're going to put that on a schedule so that we continue to do that. We had no idea that the pool guys were not doing that. We thought that that was part of taking care of our pool. So we didn't realize it until it was too late and we already had a buildup. Okay, so I want to show you this little plug. We got a new plug and I got some Gorilla Tape and I'm going to put it on the side of the refrigerator. We've had the plug sitting on the ground underneath there and that's just not safe. So we decided to go ahead and put it straight onto the refrigerator, and whatever we need to plug in, we just plug in. And we just have to open the doors and plug in. So as you saw, I pulled out my Docapole. You guys know I love my Docapole. This is the attachment that cleans around and underneath the eaves and the overhangs. If you have a bug guy that comes to your house, be sure that he's doing this. Every time he comes, he should be doing this for you. Okay, go out and check too. Be sure that they're doing this because you want to get those cobwebs picked up. You see my kitties in the window? Oh, they are so interested in what we're doing. So anyways, we're going to pick up any of the loose stuff and, you know, before I start pressure washing out here, I don't want to turn all this into mud. So now I'm going to use the pressure washer. Let me tell you one thing. I lost the soap, little, you know, the little thing that goes in the pressure washer. You can change out the tips. The soap one went missing. So I went ahead and I purchased one. You see me changing it right now. I'm trying to change it to the soap one. So I purchased a replacement one on Amazon and it's just not the right one. And Michael went ahead and he bought me the right one. And you end up having to buy the whole set. You can't just buy it in one like I bought. So Anyways, I'm not using any soap, and I'm aggravated because I'm not using any soap. But I pulled out my e-cloth mop, and I'm going to clean the windows, get any dust and dirt and all of that. I wish I had the soap. I don't. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and switch it back out and get my regular pressure wash. Again, this is not a turbo wash. This is a soft wash that you can do on your windows. You want to be sure that you're being careful what you're using, which nozzle you're using. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean this whole back area, my windows, the ground. Everything is very, very dirty, and I want to get all this nice and refreshed. Then we will go ahead and pull the furniture up here, and we will get the furniture cleaned as well.
Oh no, anxiety creeps up on me. Is this how it's supposed to feel? Tell me when it's over. I got someplace that I gotta be. It won't leave. My friends say, get out of your comfort zone. It's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home. Your name is written in the sky. It might feel just like you're on your own, but baby, it's another lie. Remember, you were made. I try to work, but it doesn't work. I try to say something, but there's a word. I try to justify my actions, less reactions, heartbeat raising. Oh, it doesn't work.
Y'all, there is something that is so satisfying about using a pressure washer. I love it. It feels so fresh and so clean, and I just love it. But how many of you guys are really concerned about me not wearing shoes? I know I have a lot of friends on here who get very upset with me when I don't wear my shoes when I'm pressure washing, and I know you guys have the best of intentions. I'm just a little stubborn, and guys, I just don't like to wear shoes when I'm messing with the water and all of that. So anyways, be assured that I am being very, very careful. And this is a soft wash. This is not a strong power wash as you would think. You could probably even do this with your hose, to be honest with you. That's how soft that it is. But I just really love to use that power washer and give everything a really good clean, including all the furniture and the rug and all the things. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start pulling up all the furniture. Be sure to get underneath your table because there's lots of critters that like to camp out underneath there. Get it nice and clean. Use your pressure washer to do that job. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull back in the rug, and I'm going to give this a clean. Then I'm going to pull in all the furniture. We'll clean that. You can also clean your cushions with the power washer. You just don't want it on a high setting. You want it on something low like this. Same thing with your rug. You don't want it on a high setting, something low, because you don't want to pull out any of the color, or you don't want to mess up the fabric either. So anyways, I did buy new cushions last year for this set, and I'm not happy with them. They're even the same brand as the set, and I figured if I got the same brand, they would be as good a quality as the ones when I bought the whole set. But no, I cannot find a set of cushions that go on this patio set that are as comfortable as the cushions that we had. These, when you sit on them, they squish down. They're not like nice and firm. They're kind of squishy. I don't like that. They're not comfortable. The family says that they're not comfortable, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to have to buy a new patio set because it's a perfectly good set. It's just the cushions. So anyways, if you guys have any suggestions for me, if you've had this problem and you figured it out yourself, please let me know. This is the Hampton Bay set, not this one that I'm cleaning, but the one that's underneath the patio. It's the Hampton Bay set, which is a good brand. But the cushions, the Hampton Bay cushions, not so good. Okay, so I headed to Homegoods to look for some new pots. Michael's at home and he is setting up the robot vacuum. I'm going to show you that here in a second. So at Homegoods, you can find some really good prices on some pots, especially those really large ones that cost a lot of money. This is where I get them. They're the ceramic ones and so nice. Okay, so Michael got it all set up. It's in the pool. This is the pool vac. I have named him the big guy because he is the big guy. So this pool vac cleans the bottom of the pool. It climbs up on the sides of the pool, so it cleans the sides. It also cleans the tile at the water line. It climbs up the stairs. It does the little baby pool, or what's also known as the sun deck. We call it the baby pool. And then after it does all that, it will float on top of the water and clean everything off of the top of the water. So this is a very large investment, but like I told you, we took that $350 that we were paying a month to the pool cleaners, and we invested in this. So it will be paid off within the year. But I'm telling you, this thing is the Cadillac of all robot pool vacuums. Okay, so it's early the next morning, and my kitty cats love to sit here in the morning and look out the window. And today we are going to be putting some solar lights right here by my trellis. I love to have this lit up at night. I found these set of 4 spotlight solar lights on Amazon, and I absolutely love them. They do go on like low, medium, and high. And I like that it comes with a charging cord. So if you need to go out there and charge them because the sun's not going to come up and you really want the light, go ahead and charge them up. So the instructions say to go ahead and charge each of them up for 12 hours for your very first charge. And then, of course, the sun's going to do the rest. And if for some reason, you're having a party or something and you want them to be lit up, but there hasn't been enough sun, you can just take them up and charge them really quick, or 12 hours. And then you'll have light for your party. So anyways, I absolutely love these. And what I really like about them is that they're small. They're not the real big ones that just take up a lot of space. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take you outside. This is early the next morning, and I wanted to show you guys how bright these are. These have been on all night. This is about 6 in the morning, and you can see that they are nice and bright, and I only have 2 here. The other 2 I will put in the front yard. So anyways, okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my stainless steel cleaning polish. This is from Method, and I'm going to clean all my stainless steel. This will also clean your metal furniture. You'll see me using it on the table of my metal furniture. I also use it on the arms and the legs. It really shines it up very, very nicely. We always keep a grill cover over the grill pit to protect it and all of that. But the one that we had tore. Some of the straps tore off of it. So Michael found a replacement for it. That's going to be coming in the mail. And as soon as it does, I'm going to cover up this grill. I bought this solid piece at Homegoods, and this is what I'm going to use to hold all of the grilling utensils. It's heavy duty, it's not going to blow away, and everything can just sit in here nicely. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that same stainless steel polish, and I'm going to polish up my table. I don't polish up the chairs here in front of you. I didn't want you to have to see me polish up each and every one of those chairs, but you do see how well it works on the table. Now this is a nice solid piece that I've had on here forever, but you don't want to set this straight down on your metal because it will scratch it up. That's why you saw me put those little discs under there. I've had this pot that I keep a fake plant in. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now. I do need to get a new fake plant because this one's beginning to see better days. I would keep a real plant on here, but the grandkids, especially the little ones, sit here, and I'm afraid that they're going to, pull the leaves and all of that off of it. So I don't even try it. In fact, just yesterday, the little bird that I put on here got dropped by one of the grandkids, and it cracked. So I need to get a new little bird out here. Here's another pot that I got from Homegoods. I'm going to be planting in this bougainvillea. I don't know, is that how you say it? But anyways, it's on a trellis. I also have another one here. It still needs to be planted, but I wanted to see how I liked it here before I go and plant it. I also bought the grandkids a new water table. I keep this in the baby end of the pool, and I bought these little mesh bags to hold all of the little parts and pieces. And then here at the ledge of the pool, I went ahead and I added some petunias into these ceramic pots. Okay, so how do I maintain this deep clean until next time? Well, anytime the grandkids come over to swim, I pull out a hose and I rinse everything down. I want to remove chlorine, food, all the things. I want this to be nice and fresh for the next swim day. Plus, my patio and my courtyard have their own week in my zone cleaning routine, so I give them extra attention when they need more than just a quick rinse. For a bit of fun, I've got this video lined up for you to go see next. This is my indoor and outdoor cleaning routine after a pool party. All right, I'll see you again next Thursday. Until then, stay blessed, my friends.